What is going on, guys? This is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have another Medieval 2 Total War video, and today's video is going to be a custom scenario made by yours truly where we have the Aztecs invading the Holy Lands. So it's a really cool scenario that I decided to come up with, and we have a second part as well coming out soon, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. If you want to become a channel member, click that join button down below. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, the Aztec nation has decided to lay claim to the Holy Lands for their own gods, and what better way to make their presence felt than to capture the Holy Cross of Jerusalem, while at the same time dealing a massive blow in both morale and manpower to the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Well, their war chiefs have come together and made a plan. They've assembled two mighty armies of Aztec warriors to lay an ambush and fall upon the convoy leaving Jerusalem. But will they be able to successfully defeat the defending knights and capture the Holy Cross and make away with it? Or will the power of the crusaders be too much and overwhelm the Aztec warriors? We'll find out now in this custom. Okay guys, so over here we have myself commanding the one Aztec army, and I've got 2 units of arrow warriors, 1 unit of bodyguard, 1 unit of coyote priest, 4 units of eagle warriors, 4 units of jaguar warriors, 4 units of Cuachicue, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, I hope I am, and I have 4 units of Aztec spearmen. My partner over on this side has 2 units of eagle warriors, 4 units of jaguar warriors, 4 units of arrow warriors, 4 units of Cuachicue, 4 units of Aztec spears, and his bodyguard with his general in there, and this second army of Aztecs is commanded by Odglofindel. Over here, defending, or should I say escorting the Holy Cross of Jerusalem, we have Lord Omar. He's got 1 unit of General's bodyguard with his general in it. He has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units of dismounted Knights of Jerusalem. And then he has 5 units of Templar Sergeants. And then he has the Holy Cross, or the Great Cross of Jerusalem itself in all its glory. So yeah, let's click play here and watch the battle unfold. So basically the only rules for this battle is, oh wow, I love this formation. It looks really cool. Just look at that. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, the only rules for this battle was he's going to be marching or escorting the Great Cross of Jerusalem through the desert over here. Me and Odglofindel are going to take up ambush positions behind these hills over here and over here. And Omar is not going to be able to call for cavalry reinforcements until his general actually sees our units. So basically his general is going to be advancing at the head of the column and is going to be scouting forward a bit, and then once he sees our units hiding in ambush, his general is going to turn around, send the word back to the escort for the Great Cross, tell them, defend the Great Cross with your lives, do not let it fail. And while they defend it, he's going to run all the way back over here where the rest of Omar's army, which is 4 units of Knights of Jerusalem, are waiting, and call them in as reinforcements, and hopefully that will be enough to save the Great Cross of Jerusalem from falling into Aztec hands. If not, well, the Aztecs are going to win a great victory, and we will go on to part 2 of the scenario, but with the Aztec victory in mind. If the Aztecs are overcome by the Crusader Knights and the dismounted Knights of Jerusalem, then we're going to go over to part 2 of the scenario, but with a Crusader win in mind. So that will slightly change what the second part of the scenario is going to look like. For example, if the Aztecs do win, then on the next battle, 2 massive armies of Crusader Knights are going to be coming to rescue the cross from the Aztecs who are trying to make off with it. But if the Crusaders win, then the Aztecs are going to call all their remaining warriors. Everybody left in the Aztec nation is going to converge, so it's going to be like 3 massive armies of Aztecs against maybe 2 defending armies of Crusaders. But this time it'll be a siege battle, since the Crusaders would have safely escorted the Great Cross of Jerusalem to a castle where they will now hold up and defend it. Anyway, while my army and Odglofindels are taking position behind there, the escort of the Great Cross is marching through the desert. Just look how cool these guys look. So here we have the Great Cross of Jerusalem itself with its bodyguard of 45 men, and then protecting them we have these beautiful units, the Knights, dismounted Knights of Jerusalem, with their shields and the cross on their armor, as well as the helmet and stuff. And then we have the general himself mounted here on the general's bodyguard. I think this is the general. So this looks really cool. So they're just marching through the desert. They have no clue of what is about to happen to them. They think this is just another day out in the desert, you know? Just a routine escorting mission, you know, escort the Great Cross from one castle to the next, you know, to spread the Christian faith to all corners of the Holy Lands. So while the Holy Lands, you know, at first it was just Christian against Muslim, now we have the Aztecs coming in with their own gods and stuff like that. Don't know what fate do the Aztecs actually follow, I'm not exactly sure. I should probably have done some research on that. But what could happen, you know, maybe after the second scenario battle, what could happen is, who knows, if the Aztecs are, you know, victorious for 2 battles in a row, then maybe the third battle, the Christians and the Muslim nations team up against the Aztecs because they put aside their common differences, you know, just to fight against this single enemy that they both have, you know, an enemy that is neither Christian nor Muslim. Anyway, back to the battle. Enough rambling by me. So, there we go. The general is now heading forward to scout the terrain, to scout, look for any enemy armies, any enemy troops. And now he stops here. He sees the massive army of Aztecs hiding in wait on both sides, and now he runs back. So, first he tells his men, you know, as he runs by, he's telling his men, guys, form up, enemy units over there. And now his men start setting up formations to protect the Great Cross, and he's going to run all the way back over here, and as soon as he reaches these 4 units of Knights of Jerusalem, he's going to be able to call them into battle to reinforce the escort for the Great Cross. So Lord Omar over here, he is setting up his Templar sergeants all around the Great Cross to protect it, though he doesn't really have that much time to actually set up his defenses. So this first unit of Dismount Knights of Jerusalem have already met my Odglorfindel's Cuechequa. The Aztec spears are now engaged with the Dismount Knights of Jerusalem. They're also fighting off some more Cuechequa over here, and on the flank they're busy fighting some more Aztec spears and some Jaguar warriors. They must be pretty terrifying, you know, to see men charging in wearing the skins of like jaguars and eagles and stuff on them. So he's setting up his units over here. So I was a bit slower on my move over here, so he did have a bit of more time to set up. His spears, I believe he's putting all his spears here into shelter information, but it's kind of pathfinding is being a bit weird over there, so yeah. Okay, and I've got my Aztec spears charging in over here now. Got some more Aztec spearmen charging in. I wonder, do they even have like metal weapons? I mean, I think the spears are wooden with like stone blades. So, yeah. And there's a massive gap in his defense here because of how quickly we sprung the trap. We were able to catch the escort off guard. Even though they had a slight forewarning from the general, it wasn't enough to adequately set up their defenses. Because of that, they left a massive gap over here that we're now able to exploit as we send Eagle Warriors in to charge the flank of these dismounted Knights of Jerusalem, as well as engage the Templar Sergeants who are valiantly trying to defend the Great Cross of Jerusalem. However, now, something the Aztecs have never seen before, heavy horse. Heavy horse are coming. So we have 4 units of Knights of Jerusalem. These are cavalry, you know, armored and with knights sitting atop them with massive lances and spears. So I'm going to be charging in my Cuechequa, and they face the full brunt of a charge by the Knights of Jerusalem. So my unit was from 90 men, it's dropped all the way down to like 45. So yeah, 37. I've lost over half my unit in one single charge. He also gets some good rear charges off on these Eagle Warriors, and he gets another charge off on these Arrow Warriors and these Jaguar Warriors. So yeah, the Aztec Warriors, they've never dealt with cavalry before.
Our brave warriors have killed our foe's general. Now his men will fear us.
So unfortunately, Omar's general died. So I'm not sure where that was. Did he die over here? Yeah, but the general has fallen, so obviously these guys, these Templar Sergeants, these Dismount Knights of Jerusalem, they're fighting not for themselves, not even for their country, but for their crusades and for their faith, for their beliefs. So they're not gonna break no matter what. They're gonna sit here and they're gonna fight to the death, because they're not fighting fellow Christians, you know. They're fighting people that they've never met, who follow a god they've never heard of, and worship a religion, or should I say worship a god they've never heard of. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say, guys. They're fighting people who are not Christian and who are not even Muslim, you know, people they've never seen before. And so they're gonna fight to the death, regardless of if their general is still here or if their general has already fallen. Omar is still trying to get some good psycho charges off. Yeah, and he is. My Eagle Warriors are dropping pretty fast. My Kuachekwa are only down to 22 men over here. My Kuachekwa here are only 40. Now they've dropped down to like 18. And I'm actually surprised at how well these Aztecs are doing so far. So we've actually completely crushed the first line of defense. All the dismounted knights of Jerusalem are now lying dead upon the floor. Just look at all the bodies over here. They've taken a good amount of the Aztecs with them, but the problem is the Aztecs may not be, you know, technologically advanced. They may not have swords made out of iron, but what they do have is numbers. They have numbers, and they know how basic tactics, you know. They are warriors, they know how to flank, they know how to do stuff like that. What we have now is the final stand by the Templar sergeants. And they've been pelted by arrow warriors, so arrow warriors, yeah, are throwing in their massive arrows.
We have bled the enemy badly. They have only half their men left.
Oh, okay, and they're down to 50% of their army. But the Templar sergeants, they're all broken, but they are fighting to the death, so... As I said, their religious zeal will keep them fighting, no matter what. They will not break, they will not run away. Or, I mean, they will break, but they will not run away. They will stand and they will fight and they will defend the Great Cross of Jerusalem to the last man. And to the last man is gonna go, because, holy crap, we are cutting through these Templar sergeants. Like, there's only 26 men left there, 63 over there, 60 over there, so they're getting cut down pretty fast. Over at the cab, yeah, the cab is just getting slaughtered. Good charge coming in over here. No, okay, he breaks away. We have more arrow warriors going. I have my eagle warriors and my Kuachekwa pushing up. And is he going to get a charge? That was a weak charge. Damn, these Jaguar warriors are cutting down the cab. And they only lost like 5 men or so over there. Oh, and the arrow warriors are here to throw their arrows at the cavalry in the back. Much better charge. Now that's a beautiful charge. Oh my lord, what the heck though? Nearly that, yeah, the entire unit broke. But I mean, they took this unit down, the Jaguar warriors down from 70 men to like 22, so...
Great victories like this go to only the greatest of men!
Yep, and the Templar sergeants have finally fallen. The Aztecs have captured the Great Cross of Jerusalem, and that is the end of the battle. So, with the end of the first scenario battle, we have an Aztec victory, which means we'll be moving on to part 2 of the scenario with the Aztec victory in mind, which means that now the Aztecs will be defending the Great Cross from 2 armies of crusaders that come to capture and take it back, you know, for Jerusalem. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats. So, men lost, me and Ordloff on the boat lost about 550 men. I only had 400 kills, he had about 700. Omar lost his entire army, but he had 1,300 kills. Battle stats, let's have a look. If you guys want to pause it, you guys can pause it over here. I'm just going to go through it all very quickly. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this first video in this custom scenario series. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.